Hey, this is SJ Talks a Lot coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna play this clip here. I gotta jump on this. With Tyler Perry statement to black women. Yeah, Tyler Perry's in the doghouse with black women. I gotta put my little 2 cents in. I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip. And I'll come back with my commentary.
But I will. In the in our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man and is good to you, and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you can have the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner and every now. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in, because that means, no, I need somebody to who's they need to make 5 times more, and I got to have well, don't keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you, hope it happens. Don't keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, that's from another channel called Playback on here. I just wanted to play the clip right quick. You guys heard, and I had to find somebody that played the clip. Anyway, you guys heard what Tyler said. He said, and this is what got black women up in arms. He said all a black man need to do is pay the light bill. He need to pay more than the light bill. First of all, he need to be paying more than the light bill. Light bill ain't enough. When you calculate all the expenses, light bill ain't enough. Especially if you got kids. If you calculate all the expenses, the light bill is not enough. He need to be paying more than the light bill. Okay? Even if he is making less money, he need to be paying more than the light bill. Okay? What Tyler done lost his mind. He need to be paying more than the light bill. I don't care if he is making less money. He need to be paying more than the light bill ain't enough. And he talking about he know a couple yeah. One thing about relationships, they look better on the outside than they do the inside. And I'm not saying that there's not cases where that works, where that situation works out, where the man makes less money. And there are, in rare cases, where that does work out. However, Tyler is not, he's missing something. What he's missing is, what he's not saying, and what he's missing is that men typically have a problem when a woman makes more money. When a woman makes more money, the man has a problem. There's usually problems in a marriage where the woman makes more money. It messes with the male ego. The male ego is something to be reckoned with. It messes with their ego. It messes with their male ego. Most men have a problem with it. Even if they act like they cool with it, deep down they gonna have a problem with it. And sometimes they throw it up in your face. And then these men talk about submission. How can you get total submission from a woman if she makes more money and she's paying most of the bills? See, you can't have it both ways. You're not gonna get that total submission. I mean, how can a woman submit to a man that she's paying mostly all the bills? That doesn't work. And I always said, I mean, I'm not really looking for a husband or nothing like that, but I always said that if I had got a husband, I don't want to be making more than my husband. I don't want to make more money than my husband because there's going to be problems. I mean, if I should ever get to a place where I'm successful, and that could happen, anything is possible. That I ever get successful, if I get my business started off the ground, or my YouTube channel blows up, stay positive, Jim. Or my business, I start my business and that gets successful, or um, whatever. I have some things that I would like to do, uh, and I'm making a decent amount of money. If I got into a relationship, you know, a marriage type situation, I would want that man to make the equal amount of money that I make, if not more, because there's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem, if a woman makes more money. In some rare cases, and there's always exception to the rules. It's always exceptions. In rare cases, the man is okay with it, but in most cases, a man is not, especially a black man, is not going to be cool with a woman making more money. And a lot of black women are saying, oh, I'm looking at the different TikToks on it and stuff. A lot of black women are saying that it's not going to work. That is not going to work. And I heard some black women make the point that some black women make the point. I'm hearing some black women making the point that a man is supposed to work hard. A man was made to work hard. That's a good point too. Um, a man was made to work harder than a woman. Women are not designed to uh, be doing hard labor and all that stuff. I heard a few women making that point, and that's an excellent point. Because being a single mother and having to hold everything down and over the years and do everything, and has had to work various different jobs. Some of them were very physical. Literally broke my body down. Literally broke my body down to the point to where I can't even hardly work no more. It's really messed up my back and my legs really bad. Just working different jobs, and some of them were very physical, where I was a caregiver and doing all that heavy lifting, and messed up my hands, my back, and my legs. Messed them up bad. So our bodies was not designed to work like that. I was talking to a man in my comments section on one of my videos. What video was that? It's the one where the woman. It's the video where I might put that link in there. It's the one where the wife is telling the husband that he needs to get a job. She wanted to stay at. Was telling the husband they have 4 kids, and she was telling the husband that she wanted to stay home, and he need to go get an extra job if he needs to and hold down the fort, and while she stays home. And I played the little clip, and then I did my commentary. It was that video. Man came in my comment section and said that women, what kind of job a woman, was trying to make the point that the woman can go to work, and most women don't do hard labor. That was his point. Most women, and we kind of went back and forth. I told him no. Women are doing I don't know what you're talking about. Women are doing very physical jobs. And he tried to minimize my work experience. I was highly offended. he tried to minimize was trying to say that women usually work white collar jobs. I said, no, not in my experiences. I said, I work mostly in my work life, all the years that I had job, I worked with mostly females. And um, yeah, and some of them were very physical jobs. And I told him, I said, well, I'm disabled. As a result of, I said, I don't. He had the nerve to minimize my work experiences. I was highly offended by that. Was trying to say that most women work in white collar jobs. I said, well, talking about statistically or whatever. I don't care about your stats. I'm telling you about my life, my work experiences. And my experiences, I've worked some physical jobs. And I told him a woman's body is not as strong as a man's body. And even in a situation to where you're working in a care home and you have to lift these heavy patients, those care homes don't like to hire men. They hire because most of the patients and the residents don't want male caregivers. The men or the women don't want male caregivers. So they hire mostly women. And it's women that have to do most of the lifting of the patient. That's what messed my body up. And it was cumulative over the years of, because I had a lot of different jobs. And it was lifting patients, lifting heavy boxes. I did kitchen work, putting up stock, lifting heavy boxes. I worked in childcare. That was a physical job. I worked in various different jobs and it was cumulative. Everything with our bodies is cumulative. And all those years of doing strenuous stuff on jobs, even during my pregnancies, I did heavy lifting. During my pregnancies, I had strenuous jobs. And I did heavy lifting really that I didn't have no business doing while I was pregnant. And I always tell pregnant young ladies that are expecting, I always tell them, do not, absolutely do not lift any heavy. Do not do any heavy lifting. Do not. I'm telling you, you're going to regret it. Because all them years of doing that, and it messed up my body. A woman's body is not made for that. A woman's body is not made to be doing all that heavy lifting and stuff like that. That's what a man's body is made for, not a woman. And these women be talking about, we can do everything a man can do. No, you can't. No, you can't. Even in female dominated fields like working in a nursing home, they need more men on staff. They need more men on staff because women cannot do all that heavy lifting, be lifting all them heavy patients and stuff. Women can't be doing that stuff, you know? And, they need that. And so men's bodies were made to do harder labor. And women's bodies wasn't made for that. So that was a point that a lot of women were making, that men were made to work hard, and some of these men wanna lay up on a woman and then take the short end of the stick instead of getting out there doing, if I gotta work 2 jobs, I'm gonna work 2 jobs, or whatever the situation is, or take a you know, factory job, or, well, some factory jobs are not physically grueling, but, or whatever, they're not willing to do what they need to do to provide for the family. And that's the case with a lot of these men. A lot of these men are lazy. Oh, excuse me. They're lazy and they're not willing to carry the weight. And that's this. And like I say, most of the time the man has a problem. I would not want to have to make more money than my husband. I would not, because they have in most cases have a problem. I've seen so many cases where the woman had more money and sometimes more success, and some of these celebrity couples. Case in point, some of these celebrity couples where the woman was more successful and made more money, the men went out there and cheated and all that. They went out there and cheated, and and it's a mess. It's a mess. The celebrities wind up marrying the help, their managers or somebody that works on their staff that makes less money than what they're making, and the man winds up cheating on them. It's I've seen it in so many cases, especially in these celebrity women. I've seen it in so many cases where these men wind up cheating on these women and stuff, and the marriage don't work. That's because it messes with the man's ego. It messes with their mind. And the male ego is something to be reckoned with. They can't handle it. Well, if you can't mentally handle it, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get up there and make either as much as the woman makes or make more money than what that woman makes. But in most cases, it don't work out. In a perfect world, I see what he's saying, and that's the mindset of a lot of women. Oh, it really doesn't matter. It does. At the end of the day, it does matter. It does matter. Um, it matters. You know, in most cases, it matters. And there might be rare cases where the man don't have no problem with it, but that's rare. That's the exception. It's not the rule. As a rule, the man has a problem with the woman making more money as a rule. You know? And he shouldn't be telling why they always telling black women to settle. Why is telling black women to settle all the time? You know, why do black men always telling black women to settle? And statistically, I know that men do make less money than other races of men, and I get that. But you know, then it's a problem. It's always a problem when, just like Ebony K. Williams said that Ayanna asked her would she date a bus driver, and she said if he owns the bus. I like the way she said if he owns the bus. Oh my God, they just tore my girl apart. It finally done died down, but I got some good content out of that. But it just that poor sister. I felt so bad for her. Ayanna set her up. Boy, the men just ate her alive. They ate her alive. But she's worth over $1 million. Why should she come on now? She's absolutely correct. If he owns the bus, come on now. She's worth over $1 million. And as soon as she gets with a man that makes considerably less money than she makes, and the relationship don't work, then men would have been talking junk about that. See, she can't keep no man, and see, they would have been, and women probably would have been talking junk too. So see, we can't win as black women. So you might as well go on and do what's best for you. We're not gonna win anyway, no matter what we do. So a sister might as well do what is in her best interest. And I had to weigh in on this. A lot of people are weighing in on this, so I had to come in and put my little 2 cents in. But yeah, yeah. I see in a perfect world, yeah. But I see what Tyler Perry is saying, but. Mm-mm. Yeah, love is the most important thing, but love doesn't pay the bills. Realistically, love doesn't pay the bills. Finances is the leading cause of divorce, you know. And realistically, I hear what he's saying, but realistically, love does not pay the bills. You know, like that song, Ain't Nothing Going On But the Rent. Ooh, men hated that song. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. I don't want to get copyrighted. Men hated that song. Oh, they hated it. No more, no romance without finance. That song. Oh, men hated that song. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. What's going on? The rent. And I would like to if I got with I'm not looking, but if I was looking for if I was looking to get married, I'm gonna want a provider. Me myself, I'm gonna opt for a provider. Plain and simple. I need a provider. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to come in and take care of. Yeah, I'm just being honest. I want a provider. I want a straight up provider, and on top of that, I want to be spoiled. Okay, because I ain't never had that opportunity to be spoiled, and I want to be spoiled. I want not only do I want a provider, but I want to be spoiled on top of that. Yeah, I want to be able to do my little shopping. Um, yeah, fix up the house and all that. Chris Rock, if you seen Chris Rock's the last routine that he did on Netflix. He said older women. He was talking about the difference between older women and younger women. He said older women want you to put a new roof on the house. I said, okay, baby, I need a new roof on my house. I need new windows. Can you handle that? I need a new deck on the back. I need him to know how to fix stuff and build stuff. Hey baby, I need a new kitchen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's what I would like to have. Not only pay the bills, but I want to be spoiled on top of that. Mm-hmm. We could do some trips. Mm-hmm. That's what I want. But you guys get my message. Let me know in the comment section what you ladies think about this. I had to jump on this. A lot of people have sounded off about this, including men. But yeah, you know, in most cases, I see what Tyler is saying, but in most cases, that situation does not work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work where the woman is making it. It puts too much stress and strain on a woman. It puts too much, in no, a man is supposed to lighten a woman's load. Ain't that what a man's supposed to do? He's supposed to lighten your load. That puts too much stress and strain on a woman, and then the woman, I think after a while, the woman kind of resents the man after a while. When she has to, yeah. I think the woman kind of looks down on the man after a while when she's if she especially if he just paying the electric. Oh, that really ain't gonna work. Yeah, the woman kind of loses respect for the man after a while. You know that ain't gonna work. You know, Men need to change their mindset. Yep, they need to change their mindset. Okay, well, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. Sound off in the comment section, ladies. Do you feel like that situation works? Do you feel like that would work if a woman is making more money? Um, should the man be paying more than the electric bill? Absolutely. He need to be paying more than the electric bill. That ain't enough. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. When you think of all the bills and the expenses, no, no. Mm-mm. Heck no. So let me know. Men, be nice. Don't start bashing. Don't start bashing. Don't turn this into a black woman bashing section. I don't want to hear it. Uh, no bashing in my comment section. No bashing, because I might have to delete some comments. So, I'm not adverse to deleting comments. Don't come in my comment section bashing black women. I don't want to hear it. Or bashing me or whatever. You can give your opinion without bashing. So let's just make let's keep it positive. Okay, let me know what your thoughts are. Until the next video, you guys be blessed.